All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going on a bit of a linguistic detective journey. We're going to uncover this whole hidden world of global communication. And believe it or not, it's all hiding inside just one dictionary entry. I know, it sounds like a bit of a stretch, right? But honestly, sometimes the biggest ideas are hiding in the tiniest details. So that's our starting question. What can one single dictionary page really teach us about something as huge as global communication? Let's dive in and see. Okay, so here's our main piece of evidence, the word carriage. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward, doesn't it? Kind of old-fashioned, maybe? But trust me, this one word is our key, our way into a much, much bigger story about language. Okay, so first things first, let's get the basics down. Like, you know, a ton of words in English, carriage isn't just one thing, it's got layers. And our source for this whole explainer, the Simple English Wiktionary, lays out 3 different meanings for us. So, meaning number 1. This is probably the one you thought of first, right? The classic horse-drawn vehicle. And grammatically, it's what we call a countable noun. Super simple. You can have 1 carriage, 2 carriages, 3 carriages. You get the idea. Just picture a Cinderella story or something out of a period drama. And our source gives us this great example to really lock it in. Jack Hampton rode on his carriage to the wedding. You can just see it, can't you? It paints a really clear, simple picture in your head. All right, now let's fast forward a bit to a more modern meaning. Carriage can also mean a railway car, one of the sections of a train. You hear this a lot, especially in British English. And just like before, it's countable. You can count the train carriages. And yeah, the example here nails it. Sarah said that she would be on the 3rd carriage. You can totally imagine standing on the platform, trying to find the right one. It's another solid physical thing we can point to and count. Okay, so hold on. This 3rd meaning is a total curveball. It's got nothing to do with wheels or tracks. This one is all about how a person carries themselves, their posture, their vibe, their presence. And here's the key thing. The source calls this one uncountable. The example sentence is just perfect for explaining this. His noble carriage made nobody suspect that he was a poor pauper. See? You can't say he has 2 noble carriages. It doesn't work. It's a quality, an abstract idea about how he presents himself. It's a really cool descriptive way to use the word. So just to sum up this part, we've got carriage as a thing you can count, and carriage as a quality you can't. That's a neat little distinction, sure. But that's not the real mystery here. The real clue, the thing that makes this whole thing so interesting, is hiding somewhere else on the page. And here we go. This is where the detective story really kicks into high gear. Because if you scroll all the way down the page, past all the obvious stuff, there's this tiny little detail that almost everyone would just ignore. Yeah, you'd probably just fly right past it. It's in the categories section. The stuff that just seems like technical website jargon. But tucked away in there, right next to nouns and stuff, is this tag that looks like some kind of secret code. This is it, BE850. What in the world is that? It's not a car model, it's not some random reference number, no. This is the key. This little tag unlocks the entire reason we're even talking about this today. So now we have our central mystery. What does BE850 actually mean? Well, it stands for the Basic English 850 list. And the bigger question is, what is that list and why on earth is a word like carriage on it? All right, time for the big reveal. We're going to crack this code and see the massive idea hiding behind it. Let's talk about Basic English. So, Basic English, what is it? It's basically a simplified version of English. It was created on purpose to be a tool for people all over the world to communicate, but, and here's the crazy part, using only a super small core set of words. And the goal here was massive. I mean, the whole idea was to break down language barriers across the globe. The thinking was, if you just limit the number of words someone has to learn, you can make English way, way easier for international learners. This would make everything from science to business just clearer for everyone. And that magic number is 850. Not 8,000, not 85,000, just 850 words. The people who created this genuinely believed that with just those core words, you could say pretty much anything you needed to say. You just have to say it more simply. I mean, what a wild idea, right? Okay, let's circle all the way back to the beginning. Back to our word, carriage. How does this one simple word fit into this huge, ambitious plan for a global language? Well, that B850 tag tells us everything. It means Carriage made the list. It was chosen as one of the essential 850 words out of all the words in English. Why? Well, because it's so useful and clear. It handles transportation, and like we saw, it can even describe something as abstract as the way a person stands. And here's the coolest part, the real aha moment. The website we've been looking at this whole time, the Simple English Wiktionary, is built on this exact same idea. Those super clear, easy to understand definitions we read, that wasn't an accident. That is the philosophy of basic English in action. And really, that's the big takeaway here. When we talk about connecting with people around the world, maybe the answer isn't always more words, more complexity. Maybe it all starts with just finding the right simple words and using them really, really well. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Imagine you only had 850 words to work with. What would be the most important things for you to say? What ideas are so absolutely essential that they have to be on that list? It's a really interesting thing to think about. Thanks for coming along on this little deep dive with me today.